Shane? How's it going, Shane? How you doing? How you doing? Welcome to the setup. I'm getting set up right now for... Let me just disable all these. Let me see if the White House is live yet. I don't know. This is just fucked. We're not gonna get it to work. It's so fucked. Oh well. We'll just see what's up. Let's see what's going on. Why is it still? It's still... We're about to, I mean, it's a time and a half today, you know? So, yeah, it's interesting. Hold on, let me see what's up here. Can I just disable all of these? Disable all triggers. Shout out account age. Okay, I don't know where that's coming from yet, but I'll find out later if I need to. I'm doing good? Heck yeah, glad to hear that, glad to hear that. I'm gonna get started on TikTok too. 1 second here. Start virtual camera. And boom. Address to the nation, Iran. All right, we'll see what's going on. We shall see. I don't know if the White House is up yet. I'm assuming that's where this is going to be taking place. Yeah. All right. We will be moving through, you guys. It's going to be a time. Yo, sweet. Thank you so much for the heartbeat. What's going on? How you doing, friends? What's going? What's going? Welcome in. Welcome in. Ooh, summer solstice. Okay, I want to see what this looks like. Okay. Let me make sure we got audio good. Second. Yeah, we're good. Welcome in, everybody. We are about to watch the address to the nation from yours truly, Donald J. Trump. So. One moment. There we go. Okay, cool. I can't hear anyone. Oh, you can't hear me. Shoot. Thank you for telling me. Hello, testing. Can you hear me now? Thank you for telling me, Sierra. Damn, I've been live for so long and no one said a word. Damn. Thank you guys. Appreciate that. Good shouts. Good shouts. I have no idea what the fuck that sound was. The fuck. Let's see. Welcome in, everybody. Hope everyone's having a good day. This is it's gonna be pretty heavy here, we're assuming, so just a heads up. I love. Oh, what's going on? Why did I realize? I know, dead ass. What are you doing? What are you doing? I'm just playing. I'm just playing. What's good? What's good? What's good? We are we're about to watch this. This is gonna be a time. I'm gonna take these off. Yeah, this will be a time. So we're waiting at the moment. Should be starting up at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So that's about 10 minutes from now. So we're waiting. We're just waiting at the moment. Oh, never mind, I see. Yeah, this is the White House. Yep. We will be watching. So it's gonna be a time. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome to the backup account too, by the way. So scared. I am very interested to see what's going on here. Yeah, let's get those taps up if you guys are able to. I super appreciate it. Thank you so much, Grace. W, girl. Appreciate you. Get those taps up. We only got 115 taps, guys. We need way more than that. Way more than that. Anyone know where for the sorry you're at war card? Yeah, this is the stupidest shit. I can't believe it. Hang tight a little bit, guys. We're waiting. This should start up in about 3 minutes. 3 minutes. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome. If you know me from my main account, make sure you are following this account because I always forget to advertise it. This is my backup. We're trying to hit 1K, you guys. 1K followers. If you guys are able to help out with that, that is always huge. So, appreciate you all so much. Jamie, let's go! Books, let's go! Thank you, guys. Will you be talking during the live? It's possible I'll have some slight commentary, yes. Yeah, I would, if you don't want any commentary, I'd watch it by yourself, probably, so. I don't know how much I'll have to say, though, because, MAGA to the front lines, deadass, Freddy. You get him. Yo, let's get those dailies in, those taps in. We got 1.4K taps. Thank you guys so much. Andrea, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the backup. Welcome, everybody. Where can I watch this at? I have this open right now on the White House on YouTube. The White House YouTube channel. Yes. Great questions. I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. What time is he supposed to speak? 1 minute. Like 1 minute. Any minute now, really. It's supposed to be 7 p.m. Eastern Standard, so should be any minute now. Keep those taps going up, y'all. Get those dailies in if you guys are able to. It's always appreciated, y'all. That penny helps creators a shit ton. So please, you know, I appreciate that a lot. Luck, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome in. We're trying to get to 1K on this account, and I'll shut up about my account once this starts. I promise. I promise. Okay. Got some leftist takes on here. Already got a headache. I've gotten a headache from the whole day. 170 attacks on US bases by... Okay. Jamie, thanks for the follow. Yeah, the UN, it's just like, I can't believe you guys have already found a way to defend this. My anxiety is like just... Oh, it's horrific right now. Can't lie. If there's a time to pay attention, right now is the time. Like, if you haven't, you should have been paying attention for a while, but like this is, and it's very interesting because of course they're like trying to go big on manufacturing before we go to war. Anybody else catch that? Kim, thank you so much for the follow. Kimmy Tien? I don't know. Yeah, we're getting, guys, we're going big on manufacturing so we can produce weapons, okay? So we can go to war. Fucking idiots. We're so cooked, Joe. So cooked. Yo, Ghosties, thank you for the follow. Sherry, thank you. Thank you for the TikToks, Luck Asylum. Appreciate that. W's. Time to garden? Oh my gosh, wait, you're right. Do you think I have time to get a new pod? Because mine, I just ran out. Do I have time? I'm scared. Let's get some community fest. What's that? Thank you for joining this team. Appreciate it, Kimmy. Oh, sorry about that. Presidents are always like 35 minutes late on average. Okay, I'm gonna try and be quick.
Thank you very much. A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the three key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan.
Fucking Rubio in the back. Fuck you.
For years, as they built this horribly destructive enterprise, our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight, I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisin-Kane.
This is wild.
Spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran far greater than we have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after those other targets with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes.
This can't be real.
There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense,
We didn't want to.
we'll have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
This was, hold on. Started at 4:10. Wait, hold on. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, bruh. 4 minutes and 10 seconds. That's how long that was. We're gonna run it back one time just in case y'all missed it, because apparently if you blink, you know, you're pretty fucking close there. I mean, what the hell? I mean, wow.
Thank you very much.
No, Vance's face is weird.
Military carried out massive precision strikes on the three key nuclear facilities
Hi, Marky.
in the Iranian regime: Fordow, Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not, future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen. It will not continue. I want to thank and congratulate Prime Minister Bibi Netanyahu. We worked as a team like perhaps no team has ever worked before. And we've gone a long way to erasing this horrible threat to Israel. I want to thank the Israeli military for the wonderful job they've done. And most importantly, I want to congratulate the great American patriots who flew those magnificent machines tonight, and all of the United States military on an operation the likes of which the world has not seen in many, many decades. Hopefully, we will no longer need their services in this capacity. I hope that's so. I also want to congratulate the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, General Dan Raisen-Kane, spectacular general, and all of the brilliant military minds involved in this attack. With all of that being said, this cannot continue. There will be either peace or there will be tragedy for Iran.
Look at JD.
We have witnessed over the last 8 days. Remember, there are many targets left. Tonight's was the most difficult of them all, by far, and perhaps the most lethal. But if peace does not come quickly, we will go after...
He did say Raisen-Kane, yep.
...with precision, speed, and skill. Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight, not even close. There has never been a military that could do what took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth, will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon.
Oh, someone said pause, look advance. It's just like, what? It almost looks like he didn't know what was about to be said. We're gonna go back to the start of it again. It's weird.
God, I want to just say, we love you, God, and we love our great military protection.
Rubio looks asleep, bro.
The Middle East, God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Let me see real quick. Hold on one moment here.
A short time ago, the U.S. military carried
I want to see when the moment is.
precision strikes on the 3 key nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime. The objective was
Yeah, look at it. Look, this is weird.
everybody.
I don't know. Maybe, yeah. Wow. That's crazy. Here's my thing. Here's just like off the rip, right? It is not confirmed that Iran has nukes. It's not confirmed. We actually did not take out nukes. Because what do you think would happen if we took out a nuke with fighter jets? I'm like... I mean, no, it's not confirmed. It's not confirmed. No, they have uranium. It's not confirmed. Oh, we paused at a great time. Rubio and... They just don't look real. They didn't have nukes. They were working towards versus having is very fucking different, first of all. Okay, that's a big difference. But why was it necessary for us to spend our taxpayer dollars on the possibility of having a nuke? Let's just bomb it. like what is wrong with y'all? The fuck? Draft the trumpets. Let's put them on front lines. Yo, also we have a poll going on in the top left-hand corner. There's 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. I'm just curious. I want to get a gauge of the chat. Who did you vote for in this last election? If you did not vote as well, you can participate. Everybody's allowed to participate. Top left-hand corner, you guys. Trying to get a vibe check at the chat real quick. Reported for what? The best speech? Are y'all... This gotta be Russia. Tucker Carlson behind this? It's not false information. It's literally not confirmed. So, show me where it's confirmed. Show me where it's confirmed. We got so I'm pinning this comment. Hey Sarah Shepard 12. Did you realize that the 30 billion we got from tariffs would actually be our dollars? How do we get money from tariffs? Brilliant. Brilliant, bro. That's brilliant. That's our money. Okay, Sarah, that's our money. We got an economist in the chat, y'all. The fuck? Yeah, we got 30 billion back from our own dollars. Fuck you. You should see what Netanyahu said to this. Next month we get 60 billion in tariffs. Fucking amazing. They're too uneducated. No, yeah, I'm like, no, ask any of them. I don't understand the reasoning and logic behind this. Look it up. Tell me if Iran has a confirmed nuke. And if so, tell me what year that was discovered. Because it's like, this was stupid. This was unreal. This is an incredible overreach. Because I had a bunch of Trump supporters in here earlier saying, thank you so much for taking those out. They weren't there. You think Sarah's a bot? Dude, I'm telling you, when I ran this shit up, she's a songwriter. I'll try and invite her up. I can't even comprehend it, Gina. It's so wild. I just looked it up. No, they did not. Exactly. So any Trump supporter that says, oh, we took out nukes. Yeah, we didn't, though. Not confirmed, that, but they have the possibility. So we're just gonna drop nukes on people for a possibility of being dangerous? Hello? Do y'all hear yourself? It's like, well, they might. Think about it, girl. Jeez, I literally am. We didn't nuke, sorry, we bombed them, excuse me. Sorry. I made a video about Yellowstone yesterday and what would happen if someone nuked Yellowstone, and I think I just got them switched. Maybe 2 days ago, I don't know. They got one plant, a bunch of... Okay. They kept saying death to America. I don't give a fuck. Why do you care? Why are you bothered? Look at the geography alone and really assess. Yeah, free speech. Isn't that what y'all... Wasn't that the whole deal in Germany? Hello? Yo, Drea, thank you so much. Thank you so much for the heartbeat. Yo, Kitty with the rose. What's up, girl? How you doing? And Drea with the community fest. W's, you guys. Thank you. Did she just say death to America's sleep? No. Sarah, we're gonna have to mute you, girl. The Russian bots, you guys aren't that, you know... You guys aren't that keen anymore. They're gonna nuke. What do you think they're gonna do with it? Okay, so the thing is, once again, they still don't have the nuke yet, right? What signs were there other than having uranium? Sarah's videos, is she real? No, seriously, sweet. Like, can we have some common sense for a moment? I mean, why would Iran like the United States? What have we done? Because, I mean, if anything, we have really just, like, our involvement with the Middle East has never been great. Right? It's never led to, like, great results. She actually said the opposite. What did JB say? I said, oh, yeah, I don't know. Uranium, we never said they had them ready. Okay, so then we just, we send bombs because they possibly might? I mean, do you hear how ridiculous that sounds? Put a 1 in the chat if you disagree. I just want a 1 in the chat if you disagree. 2 in the chat if you agree. I just want to, I want to weed y'all out. I'm like, what? We can just do that? The fuck? Oh, sorry. Hold on, let me make that a little more clear. Put a 1 in the chat if you found this to be ridiculous and a massive overstep of power. So, agreeing with me. And put a 2 if you disagree. And if the possibility of having nuclear weapon, I mean, that's just unreal. Like, that's just unreal. 2, okay, okay. Anyone that puts a 2 up, I'm inviting you. Just research more on Iran and you'll understand war. Yeah, so I actually understand very much so. I also understand how the OPEC deal really influenced how this like went down with Israel. And then, yeah, now we're involved. And we actually created this deal. Like, we were... So, yeah. Well, have I said this misinformation? I haven't... I don't know. I've only seen, like, 3 chats from you. I don't remember. I don't know who you are. So. Allison's smart as hell. Mediocrely, I'd say. That's what the US have been saying for months. Lady Lemon. What's up, girl? No, that was supposed to be a response. Oh, okay. I don't remember too what. I don't know what that sound is. I forgot. I don't know. Sorry about that. This is false our own intelligence. Yeah, so that was cute and fun and not really. Right. I don't really know if I even know how to like comprehend the situation. I know that's like very... I'm not even like trying to set up myself. I'm really not. I just am like, to think about that happening is just like, I'm just like, that didn't happen. You know, it's, I don't know. For something, for the possibility of possibly being able to make nukes. That's why we did this. Quote unquote. It's not like, I mean, again, they had, yeah, gets worse every day. I know, it's just, it's been 6 months. We had an anti-nuke deal in Trump. Exactly, yeah, he did in his first term, right, exactly. At least you acknowledge what's said most people would dodge what's happening. Wait, what are you talking about? What did you agree with? I don't know. I feel like I just said the same shit I've been saying. Trump planned this without Gabbard and Hegseth. Like, what? No, seriously. It's like he just woke up and was like, yeah, we're cool. We're rocking with Netanyahu now, and we're just gonna... In other words, you're not biased from what I try not to be, yeah. I mean, I'm a leftist, don't get me wrong. But I mean, I could probably convince someone to vote for Trump. I understand your guys' arguments probably better. I understand Trump supporters' arguments better than they do most of the time. I mean, obviously it's terrible, but like, yeah. Deep breaths, we can get through this. Our poor military people. It's not even us. Like, we flew planes. I don't know. Some people just really have a power trip. I don't know. I get your way of thinking, but Iran does literally want to wipe out. Okay, so because they want to, or can they? Because North Korea also wants to do that. So do we also just wipe North Korea? I mean, let's keep it 100. Same with Russia, right? Like, yeah, exactly. We didn't attack them. We didn't attack Russia when they broke our deal for the 50th time, right? When they didn't agree to the ceasefire once again, and Trump's been tweeting at him saying I'm mad. But what's been after? North Korea is too poor. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah. I want to do lots of things you can't punish preemptively. Absolutely. I'm so sick of the damn patriarchy. Real shit, Bonnie. Speak on it. Speak on it. I am too. I am too. I really am. I'm just like, please stop. Like, and it's just like, it wasn't time for a woman to be president when the entire world has been run by men, pretty much. Like, because it's been going so well. Like, can we try for like 5 years, you know? Can we just give it a shot? Well, I mean, I don't get it. It's like we have Elon Musk and Donald Trump beefing on Twitter. And then I don't even, and then we have them pardoning the Chrisleys. We have so much. If you hit a nuclear site, it causes a nuclear meltdown. Did you see that happen? There was nothing. No, I mean, no, I haven't looked at footage though, honestly. I will at some point if there is to look at. I haven't taken a look yet. Bibi Netanyahu, did he? This speech was weird. I don't know. Just wild how the intro is like miles longer. Thank you for the process.
A short time ago, the U.S. military carried out massive precision strikes on the 3
You did.
nuclear facilities in the Iranian regime.
Functionally empty.
Fordow,
I see.
Natanz, and Esfahan. Everybody heard those names for years as they built this horribly destructive enterprise. Our objective was the destruction of Iran's nuclear enrichment capacity and a stop to the nuclear threat posed by the world's #1 state sponsor of terror. Tonight I can report to the world that the strikes were a spectacular military success. Iran's key nuclear enrichment facilities have been completely and totally obliterated. Iran, the bully of the Middle East, must now make peace. If they do not...
Oh, sorry, I didn't realize you guys couldn't see this on me. Shit.
Future attacks will be far greater and a lot easier. For 40 years, Iran has been saying death to America, death to Israel. They have been killing our people, blowing off their arms, blowing off their legs with roadside bombs. That was their specialty. We lost over 1,000 people, and hundreds of thousands throughout the Middle East and around the world have died as a direct result of their hate. In particular, so many were killed by their general, Qasem Soleimani. I decided a long time ago that I would not let this happen.
Sorry, I gotta go. Yo, thank you so much. It was really nice meeting you. Welcome in. It's pretty wild. There wasn't enough time for her to properly... Yeah, 100%. Welcome back, guys, dude. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Yeah, it's just... The point still stands. Her campaign was terrible. I mean... The Democratic Party made a mistake and they thought people were going to read. No, I wouldn't do that without. I would want it to be there. Damn it. No worries, I understand. I really do. Yo, Big Cheese, thank you so much for the follow too. Big Cheese. Are you a Trump voter? I feel like a lot of Trump voters are leftists that just fucking won't. They just hate the title, bro. They really do. We would work so much better as a nation. I'm like, does anybody disagree in here that scientific research is a good thing? I don't care for any side. I'm very much middle. I'm gonna challenge you on that. I think you're more left. Yo, thank you so much for the heartbeat, Janelle. Right, Jet Tick. Yeah, my whole philosophy on my channel, this is my backup, but I hate the middle too. This is not the time you can play Switzerland. There's one side that's logical now and there's one that's not, you know. I don't know. At what point? I mean, it depends, right? I don't even like Trump, by the way. I'm just neutral in the situation, whether people like it or not. Trump won. Well, obviously, yeah. Where have you been? This is my backup, girl. I've been here. It's okay if you don't like Trump, and I mean, that's going to make it easier to have a discussion. I want to know, I find it easier to even talk to people that are MAGA versus people that are in the middle at times, because a lot of times you guys play devil's advocate on things that sometimes, like, why are we playing devil's advocate right now? Even Trump, I've spoken to many of them. They all did not want us involved in this. I haven't met anyone that's like, hell yeah. But and there's like there's a few true centrists and moderates out there, but I think for the most part, people that say they're in the middle can't make a firm stance. They don't know anything. Miss you so bad. I miss you too, girl. I miss you too. It's been a time. My sleep schedule's yeah. To be in the middle at this point is to not know what's like. People in the middle really want to change the system and make it fair for everybody, and I disagree because the people on the far left do. That's exactly what it means to be more left. Because, Cheese, I gotta tell you, like, in every other country other than the United States, right? We are, or like not every other country, but like, you know, first world, like their liberals are way more left than ours. Mookie and I running a live debate to debate centrist later. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, fuck yeah. I'd love to. That'd be awesome. Hell yeah. Because I also, Big Cheese, I also want change in the system, and I also want change for everybody. When I advocate for universal healthcare, that's for everybody. Universal basic income, that's for everybody. I want a better life for everybody too. And I'm sure we agree on a lot more than you think too. I don't think we would have, I'm just saying, take a look at your political ideology and make sure that you're really fighting for the side you think you are. Because to be a centrist right now is to still be right-leaning. Exactly. Well, I mean, and that's the point of being a leftist, right? Like, I don't like the Democratic Party, bitch, no. Those motherfuckers need to get together. Like, I'm serious when I tell you, like, the leadership right now, I'm so mad. I've been just continually pissed at the DNC. They're redeeming themselves in a few ways and others are not. Mainly, I'm just mainly like, why are we doing this? Like, if they ran Newsom, I'm gonna be pissed. But, because they have the ideology, okay? And I'm telling you this as a centrist, which the Democratic Party, running Joe Biden even, running Hillary Clinton, is trying to move more center. And we don't want that. Like, the Democrats, we do not want that. We need to push more left, because that's when we get to, like, real change in society. So, oh, let me follow you back. Yeah, I got you. I would never vote for Newsom. Oh, yeah. I mean, I would have, like, I mean, it depends. I mean, I don't know what's going to go on in 2028, but that's what I'm saying. Like, The DNC keeps trying to push more center, but I think, like, knowing a lot of centrists and moderates or people who voted for Trump, so many of them I've heard, and it's just like a stupid amount of them where we're like, I would have voted for Bernie Sanders. A stupid amount of people. You have no, like, pages and pages of notes, I'm telling you. And so many people telling me the same shit. I would have voted for Bernie Sanders. I don't get it. I don't get it. I'm 23, so I couldn't vote either, but as I started to look into it, I see why. Do I think it was the right choice? No, but whatever. Like, at this point, we gotta choose. We gotta do something. Even if it's temporary. Like, what are we doing? I have to disagree with you on that because the way I see it, we're the most straightforward thinkers, and I have to disagree. Because the way that you think, you label yourself as a centrist, and it's kind of the same reason pro-life is called pro-life, because it makes anybody who's not pro-life automatically sound bad, because to be, pro-life, you're pro-life. That sounds good, right? So to be on that opposite side is automatically going to sound bad. Same thing with centrists. You guys think you have this high moral ground that you're able to truly see it from both sides. Like I told you already, I could argue for Trump and probably convince someone to vote for Trump at this point. Like, I know the arguments. If you come up here, I probably know every debate you're going to come at me with. I'm serious. Like, I've done a lot of time on this. And centrists act like they can see things from both sides and that they're just not objective, which is stupid. Because then you're just not applying anything you know. I can do the same thing. I can also look at some things and be like, oh, the Democrats suck here and the Republicans are actually okay here, or vice versa, right? So you are in an illusion that for some reason labeling yourself as a centrist automatically makes you more keen and open to seeing the world. That cannot be more false. That just could not be more false. And you have this high moral ground that you think that you're just so much better. No, I still see what's going on. It's not like I love looking at other sides of the media. I love this shit. But if you research, you're a leftist, right? Just call yourself a leftist, a centrist, and a Democrat. No, I am a leftist. Okay, I'm talking to the chat. I am not a centrist, and I am not. I mean, I have to be a Democrat. That's kind of like where I am. The Democratic Party aligns more with my views, but I need it to shift way more. I don't live on centrists are worse than the right if they can see both sides and still choose to negotiate with the right. Exactly. I don't live on myself as anything, and I don't think I have a higher moral standing. Well, but you did though, off of like this comment. In politics, you have to pick a side, and that's the problem. Exactly, because you guys see the picking a side right now, because you act like we want a side. You act like I want a side. Do you think I want my politics structure like this? No, that's stupid. No. But how are we going to get closer to the change we want to see? It's going to be voting for the parties that will go closer to that change. And that is not the Republican Party. So if you truly hate that too, which I also hate the two-party system, we're going to have to, unfortunately, use the system to break it. We have to vote. We have to vote the right way. That's how it is. We can't live in a society where that's just not the case. To me, that's just illusion. I mean, that's just dumb as hell. That's my point. If we're neutral, though, it doesn't mean we think higher of ourselves if it isn't the case. I just don't think you know anything. I'm going to be honest. If I talk to you guys, I don't you can request up. I don't think you know anything. How can you be neutral right now? Even Trump voters, people that were diehard Trump voters, they used to hang out in my chat all the time on my main account. They now hate the man. They've now done a full 180, and for some reason you're probably in the same place you were the day you voted. That's my assumption. Yeah, I can accept reality. I think that you think I can't accept reality because I'm on the left. I absolutely can. I love breaking numbers. I love economics. I love the U.S. Census. It's just a stereotype. Well, Big Cheese, I believe we want the same thing in life, and that's for people that work hard to get paid well and for people to have a roof over their head and to not be hungry, right? I hope that's what we both want, is for each other to have a better standard of living. So, yeah. And the Republican Party does not offer that. They ran off of things that do not benefit people. Understand that. Democrats too. I understand a little bit as well. Like, Democrats have not been perfect. However, their financial plan was way better. So it's kind of hard for me to even see on a scale there. So yeah. All right. Ask me something. Do you like the tariffs? Centrists get weird about this one. Well, honestly, my biggest concern with the right would be their border policies. Yeah, it's inhumane. and look how much look how much taxpayer dollars we're wasting with the ICE raids. First of all, and then we're also ripping families apart, which that's horrific, but I'll keep it without emotional stories because I know that's probably how you guys like to operate. So, like, it's pretty horrific when we see the cost and also the workforce, and then also like the lack of due process, and then also the fact that we're cutting Medicare, SNAP, Social Security, like we're cutting certain things so we can up our defense spending. Right? Does that make sense? That makes no sense. Yo, what's up, Stacy's mom? How you doing? Do I like tariffs? Okay, because even the financial plan of Republicans is awful. That's also a misconception of the Republican Party. In the last 50 years, Republicans have not performed well. Like, they have not performed well. They spend more on average. I mean, I don't know. It's a misconception that Republicans are better for the economy, and it's simply because they talk about it more. And I didn't know that for a long time. Well, Big Cheese, and that's where we're going to agree as well. I don't mind upping, like, I don't mind strengthening our borders, but I also would rather create a more efficient process, right? Like, I'd rather revise the immigration process that hasn't been touched in 30 years. What's been different in the last 30 years, right? Like, and so that's why I don't understand how you guys prioritize undocumented people when we have many other problems in this country. Many other problems in this country that we could focus on. But for some reason, that one is really high up on the priority scale for you guys. And I don't get it. Big Cheese, that's why I'm saying, yo, I think you leftist. I think that you're, you probably are just past the liberal part, okay? And that's better. Okay, I don't like liberals either. But, like, we actually got to start working towards something that makes real important change while respecting the law. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't really have a choice anymore, but... No, you should. No, take the political compass test, actually. I really want you to. I really do. I'll show you real quick. Just if you're interested. I'll give you an advertisement real quick. JTech's not saying that because they want you to. I definitely promote that test because I find it as a moment of unity where I'm sure that we're probably going to score pretty close. I'll show you though. Okay, you don't have to take it. Do whatever you want. Political compass test. It's an old test. You might have seen it before. This is my website. So you take the test here and it basically plots your, hold on. I'll just do. Okay. So it's, and this is a little more detailed, but it's going to essentially tell you like where you land on this like little 4 scale chart. Okay. And I have about 150 results now of Trump voters versus, you know, and it's very interesting. And then I can go over the results with you and why this is important because this is like very telling. This test has been very telling. I know there's no emotes here. Respect the law. Yeah, so I mean, it's interesting. You know, you don't have to. It's 45 questions, and it's not like a test. It's like, how do you want society to run? Okay, you don't have to though. But I'm gonna guess we're probably pretty close. I know the test is scary. Listen, I'm just trying to bring up a group of rational thinking people. And I'm not trying to sway anybody to the Democratic Party either, but like I just want like I can go over this website a little bit more. This is what I do on my normal time, and I don't know why I'm just like kind of chatting with you, man. This is like, oh, hold on, let me not go there. Like, you know, like the wealth divide, like I loved pulling out graphics and shit and kind of showing like how bad things really are. About how bad the wealth share is. Like the top 1% holds like 29% of all the nation's wealth. The top 10% holds 33% of that, which is just wild. Top 20, or you know, so it's pretty interesting. Additionally, a population by age, which goes with wealth. It's cool shit. I love looking at this shit. But that's why I hate the Tax Cuts and Jobs Act as well, because it really does nothing for us. So, yeah, facts over feelings. No, I'm just kidding. They hate on undocumented. No, yeah, it's like I don't get it. I don't get it. They're people. They're people, and they just do contribute a lot to this country. Do you update on World War III? We watched Trump's delivery, and that was 4 minutes long. Good old 4 minutes long. So I'm also still probably gonna go live later tonight too, so I won't be on for much longer, but I'm just gonna chill for a second because this is so early for me. Did you already plot me in the graph? I feel like I did plot you in the graph when I feel like you put it in the comments before. I might be tripping though. No, because I don't have your country. No, I don't have you in yet. I will though. Or did you put it in the comments? I don't remember. So we bombed. Okay, so no, we bombed Iran due to, and this is so unreal, due to the potential of them having nukes, because they had a lot of uranium, which, you know, was used, but they hadn't made them. Like, that was not confirmed. So that was to quote unquote keep us protected. Yeah, it's so stupid. Yeah. In fairness, Obama announcement, but more coherent. No, that's fair. I mean, I don't like Obama on foreign affair either. Iran was in compliance, yeah. You're my girl for updates. I got you. Yeah, we're not. So there's going to be obviously meetings at the Pentagon tomorrow, and that's going to be interesting to see what comes out of that. Oh yeah, we were just talking about HVAC. Yeah, we were. Canada is hiring. I don't know, something like that. What time is the meeting? They said, I think it was... hold on.
Most of them can be taken out in a matter of minutes. There's no military in the world that could have done what we did tonight. Not even close. There has never been...
Yeah, it's because we have an insane man in the office.
Took place just a little while ago. Tomorrow, General Kane, Secretary of Defense, Pete Hegseth will have a press conference at 8 a.m. at the Pentagon. And I
8 a.m.
want to thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to...
That point... Like, if God is... Okay, I'm agnostic, right? So I believe something's out there, but I'm not positive on what. And I used to be full atheist, so... If God is real, I just hope he does not support this. Like, you're gonna finish by talking to God. That's so wild. You did miss it. Yeah. Please play. Oh, yeah, for sure. I got you. It was so weird.
press conference
It's a weird transition.
at the Pentagon, and I want to just thank everybody, and in particular, God. I want to just say we love you, God, and we love our great military. Protect them. God bless the Middle East. God bless Israel, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
JD Vance. JD Vance looks very interesting during that. He literally held. Yeah. That's cute. Does my microphone sound terrible? I did a lot of computer things last night, so if I have shit that's fucked up, I'm not surprised. No, you sound great? Okay, cool. Glad to hear it. It's just like, sounds like something's... It's okay. I feel it just doesn't look like it's connected correct. I don't know. Anyways. It's okay. Sorry, that's whenever I have to switch my tech stuff over to another account, it's like so bad. I'm gonna have to do this again in a week. Well, I guess I've done a few new things too, so. Did Netanyahu say this after? Oh, wait, this is live?
President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime, the world's most dangerous weapons. His leadership today has created a pivot of history that can help lead the Middle East and beyond to a future of prosperity and peace. President Trump and I often say, peace through strength. First comes strength, then comes peace. And tonight, President Trump and the United States acted with a lot of strength. President Trump, I thank you. The people of Israel thank you. The forces of civilization thank you. God bless America. God bless Israel. And may God bless our unshakable alliance, our unbreakable faith. Congratulations, President Trump. Your bold decision to target Iran's nuclear facilities with the awesome and righteous might of the United States will change history.
Awesome.
In Operation Rising Lion, Israel has done truly amazing things. But in tonight's action against Iran's nuclear facilities, America has been truly unsurpassed. It has done what no other country on earth could do. History will record that President Trump acted to deny the world's most dangerous regime, the world's most dangerous weapons. His leadership today has created a pivot of history that can help lead the Middle East and beyond to a future of prosperity and peace. President Trump and I often say, peace through strength. First comes strength, then comes peace. And tonight, President Trump and the United States acted with a lot of strength. President Trump, I thank you. The people of Israel thank you. The forces of civilization thank you. God bless America. God bless Israel. And may God bless our unshakable alliance, our unbreakable faith. Congratulations, President Trump.
That's scary as fuck. It looks like this is just a loop on live, but wow. It's gonna be interesting to see how people are speaking out tonight. It's gonna be very interesting to see how Republicans are talking about this. Just a weird fucking speech, bro. Yeah. Iran's military X account? Okay, for sure. Both speeches looked weird. Yeah, the ending. The ending was weird. What's a oh, this is not an authentic account. Yeah, it's commentary. Am I wrong? Oh wait, hold on. Oh gosh. Well, damn. How many died? I don't know. I really don't know. Here, let's... Mm-hmm. Right, Drew. It's like Trump sold them this magic fix and they never made it. You literally did miss everything. Oh my gosh. What does Iran said? These are all parody accounts. I don't think they have a Twitter. So. Yeah, that's just... Oh, it's just, as Marjorie Taylor Greene said. Let us all join together and pray for peace. Southern poverty law never talked to me. Have you ever noticed that you can watch the Israel, but you can never see the Ukraine? No way we're still talking about the election, bruh.
Seems they need another fix.
She's so, like... I'm confused. Tucker Carlson said. He hasn't said nothing. Who else would say something? Who else is being a weird... Candace Owens. Oh, Candace Owens is going off. Utterly deranged. If we had raised 100 million, maybe we kept his promises. Guess we'll never know. Wow. The one thing if Iran had launched a surprise attack on Israel, or on the verge of joining Israel after that, yeah. Share the email from the foreign country which offered McCain's daughter. Weird. Utterly deranged, deadass. It's pretty wild. I'm gonna make a video on that. Yeah, she is already damp with excitement. You know what? Let's actually take a look. Charlie Kirk's got going on. I'm live on YouTube. I don't know how to do it very well. Hold on. Oh yeah, so you would like we fucked it up.
Okay, so this Trita Parsi, founder and former president of the National Iranian Council on MSNBC, says, quote, "I think the most important thing to understand in this situation is that Donald Trump has now ensured that Iran will be a nuclear weapon state in 5 to 10 years from now, particularly if there is regime change. Nothing motivates a country more to actually go for nuclear deterrence."
Let me see what he has.
than being bombed.
53,000 watching.
Do not know how a population is going to respond when you bomb them. It could break their will, or it can strengthen their will. Anyone who tells you is incorrect. Now, the argument probably to bomb Fordo...
I want to hear the argument.
It buys you a lot of time, and this regime is probably not going to last another decade.
They've had multiple waves of like major protests against them, and I think some people believe it's a very weak regime that could just get toppled, you know, at a nudge. I think that's optimistic. And even if they get toppled, you know, maybe you get your Islamic regime toppled by just a secular but militant regime. Like, there's kind of this assumption that anyone who's against the Ayatollahs might be pro-us, but no,
Well,
not
so,
even close.
so potentially, so Jack is there. Jack, talk about how, and before I go to Jack, I just want to say you guys can email us freedom@charliekirk.com. Oh, I saw Steve for a second. Jack, talk about how there's a chance regime change could lead to an IRGC government, a military dictatorship.
Well, Charlie, that's exactly right. And you know, what you're saying, I think, in terms of the technology of, you know, the mindset of the nuclear program, I think is exactly right, because it's a technology.
Who the fuck is this?
Are a technology. The capability, the infrastructure, that's all been taken out. That's been set back potentially for years. We don't know exactly how long, but getting rid of a technology is tricky because it is a technology. You would almost akin it to trying to get rid of Bitcoin, right? You could get rid of, you know, a lot of the infrastructure for Bitcoin, but some of it would exist somewhere, and it could be reconstituted if that regime were still in power. And so there's another line here too, that looking at these strikes, this is something that we saw in Iraq. This is something that we saw in
This looks real.
So let's just, you know, total devil's advocate here. Let's say the regime falls.
It looks like just a bad lighting situation.
Or he's overthrown and there's a power vacuum. One of those scenarios takes place. There's a real possibility that there is a power vacuum. There are multiple successors who claim to be the next Ayatollah. And yet, perhaps, just perhaps, the military, the IRGC of Iran says we want to be in charge. They install their own supreme leader, someone who is completely outside of the current system, whatever you want to call the system in Iran.
He has Micah shit.
And basically creates a military dictatorship that
It's seriously insane.
much more aggressive than the current.
It's also weirdly blurry.
Iran,
Let me see.
works to launch their ballistic missiles, bomb the Straits of Hormuz, go mine the Strait of Hormuz, go after merchant shipping, go after U.S. bases. All of these things are on the table. And by the way, all of these things have happened within this region in just the last 50 years. So this isn't like something that you know, that we're just shooting from the hip here. These are all things that have taken place within the Middle East, Central Asia region over the course of the last 50 years or so, and certainly in the post-World War II environment.
Everybody, email us freedom@charliekirk.com and subscribe to our podcast.
No.
That is the Charlie Kirk Show podcast. You guys can go right here and subscribe. Blake, we might have to throw to Steve here, but can we win a war simply and solely just through air power?
Yeah, so a friend of mine sent me a message that got me thinking. He said, thinking everything can be done with air power.
Oh, this is a great question.
We've been making since Korea. And it got me thinking about that because it's true. In Korea, we had the United States Air Force. It was one of the most powerful things ever. It was a lot of stuff we had from World War II. And we basically fought China.
All right, HVAC.
China had essentially no planes. And yet it just ended up being a draw. We couldn't bomb our way through to winning that war. Vietnam, unlimited amounts of U.S. air power. You'll see that figure sometimes. We dropped more bombs on North Vietnam than we dropped on Germany and Japan in World War II. But we couldn't bomb that entire country into submission. Since then, our bombs have gotten a lot better. We have smart bombs. We can make sure whatever bomb we drop.
Yeah, they did, Lady Lando. This account's weird.
They're more expensive. They take longer to make. We don't have the ability.
Oh, looking at Taiwan's a partner now. You're right.
Bombs really easily. And so
No, I haven't.
If you want to see the outcome, you can go look at Ukraine and Russia, for example. You can drop bombs. You can hit power lines. You can hit power plants. You can hit dams. You can hit tanks. You can hit infantry. You can hit missile launchers.
Okay, thank you.
But after a while, you just start to run out. And okay, it's a country of 93 million people, and you don't have perfect knowledge of everything. You don't have the ability to hit everything. And after a while, you just have to admit, are you actually able to bomb this country until they surrender? Are you able to bomb them until their government gets overthrown? There's not a great.
He did. He also said,
even with like Saddam
didn't he just say we have like smart bombs?
But to knock him out of power, we had to send 100,000
This did not need to be done.
And
This was not necessary.
people who claim we can keep this entirely limited to an air war and achieve all of our objectives. And if our objective is just damage their nuclear program, maybe we can do that. But if you allow these people to get their hooks in where they say, well, our goal needs to
MAGA to the front lines.
because that's the only way we stop their nuclear program, or because they've hit U.S. troops and so we need to retaliate and that's the only lever we have. I'm not sure you can get that done with only planes dropping bombs. And that's how you end up with, God forbid, U.S. troops end up in Tehran.
And there is kind of this like modern cope that like we're able to just do it with air power.
Yeah,
Right.
It's the thought of, oh, you can just fly planes and they can't hit us and no one gets shot down and no one
And
dies.
there's no casualties.
Dude, I
Kind of a fiction of the modern military pedestrian mind. So I want to read a email here.
they didn't have a nuclear
But
weapon.
I would say a lot of younger people are emailing us something similar. Charlie, I supported Donald Trump and voted for him. I will be voting for anyone that is explicitly anti-Israel next election. So Jack, I know this is not the primary thing on people's mind, but
We're not protecting ourselves. They didn't have nukes, guys.
your opinion for the Israel advocacy, or the people have the belief pro or against? Has it improved
You're
people's
mad.
opinion of Israel? Has it decreased people's opinion of Israel? Jack Posobiec.
Well, Charlie, I would say it depends on it cuts on age lines the same way we've seen.
Carlos, I agree.
Of these things for the older generation, I think it's something where they're generally pro-Israel.
America first.
So baby boomers, then and Gen X writ large. Then you cut down to millennials, that's kind of 50-50, and Gen Y. But for Gen Z in particular, they've shifted in a big way. I saw one poll from last week, over 50% anti-Israel, and I think that's going to continue moving in that direction because Gen Z particularly views Israel as the aggressor in many of these cases. Now, again, you can...
Okay, I don't think we need to hear this explanation. I think we understand this. Just to be absolutely clear for anybody coming in, yeah, so Iran did not have confirmed nukes. They did not. Yeah, they didn't have weapons. Look it up and tell me I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, tell me what year. Tell me what year that was found. Okay, just anyone. Do some research. Okay, it was not necessary. It was not, they had the potential. Like, we're just gonna nuke people for the potential, or bomb people for the potential, like, okay. They were about to make one, how do we know that? They didn't, though. Tell me what year. Tell me what year we found it.
States to fix the health situation in the United States.
There's been a lot in the chat claiming it.
Fix housing without having to sell off all of our public lands, which is a conversation we were having the other day, at least behind the scenes. and they're saying, when is our government going to do something for us? And whenever I talk to Gen Z, and I talk to Gen Z all the time, I have them on the program, that's the first words out of their mouth any day of the week. And it seems like they feel that they're not heard. They feel that
Edwin, that's exactly what happened. It was Netanyahu. Because we're in Israel's pocket and you guys are cool with that. What?
Advice to the pro-Israel advocates and community, and also a warning, what would they be? Because I think that there is a cautionary tale here that, like, hey, the last couple of weeks have not
Anyways.
necessarily improved American sentiment of Israel.
Okay, Liz, they didn't though.
What would your advice be?
my first advice would be listen.
They were very much in compliance.
Just listen. You know, this is the difference between between different effective communication and ineffective communication, as we were talking about thought crime. I guess that was yesterday, actually. It feels like quite a few days ago, but it was actually just yesterday. But in effective communication, you're listening. You're being responsive. You're actually hearing what another person's interests are and another person's side is. And so if you're trying to meet Gen Z where they are, then actually listen to them and don't tell them how they should think. Listen to what they think and why. Find out what the context is. Find out what their situation is, because they are a generation, again, and I'm just going to go back to the context here. One of their earliest memories, if they even have a memory of it, is 9/11. And then since then, they've been in a country that's
Been a
perpetually
catastrophe
at
since. Yep.
war. And
Gen Z does not remember 9/11.
George W. Bush got, obviously, as President Trump, first term, said, worked very hard to get us out of the Middle East. And then Joe Biden comes in, and boom, we have 10/7, we have the Ukraine war launch off. And so a lot of Gen Z is saying, is someone just going to stop these wars and do something for us? And unfortunately, they get these lectures and they get these talking points, and they don't have anyone who listens.
Exactly. I was born the day after 9/11 and I'm on the older end of Gen Z.
Of course. Again, thank
Not
you
the super chats.
for donating. If we don't get to yours, we're still extremely grateful.
Guys, I want y'all to and I'm gonna try to search a picture that Anston tried to send me in a fucking AVIF file, dude. What? Crazy. Just kidding. I got you though. This is just really not new. This is 2012. Hold on one moment here. What is this an ad? Okay, for some reason it's like not showing up, but we'll play it. 1 second. They called him Sleepy Joe because you could sleep at night. Yeah, deadass. I like that. That's true. Yo, thank you so much for the follows, you guys. We're trying to get to 1K on this count. I really appreciate it, y'all. We might have already hit it, actually. I don't know. Can anybody check my follower count, actually? I have no idea. Sorry, it's just something. I get more things on TikTok Live if I can.
There's only one way to peacefully prevent Iran from getting atomic bombs, and that's by placing a clear red line on Iran's nuclear weapons program. In the case of Iran's nuclear plans to build a bomb, this bomb has to be filled with enough enriched uranium. And Iran has to go through 3 stages. The first stage, they have to enrich enough low-enriched uranium. The second stage, they have to enrich enough medium-enriched uranium. And the third stage and final stage, they have to enrich enough high-enriched uranium for the first bomb. Where's Iran? Iran's completed the first stage. Took them many years.
2012, you guys.
They completed it, and they're 70% of the way there. Now they're well into the second stage. And by next spring, at most, by next summer, at current enrichment rates, they will have finished the medium enrichment and move on to the final stage. From there, it's only a few months, possibly a few weeks,
Right, Bonnie?
before they get enough enriched uranium for the first bomb. Ladies and gentlemen, what I've told you now is not based on secret information. It's not based on military intelligence. It's based on the public reports of the International Atomic Energy Agency. Anybody could read them. They're online. So if these are the facts, and they are, where should a red line be drawn? A red line should be drawn right here. Before Iran completes the second stage of nuclear enrichment necessary to make a bomb, before Iran gets to a point where it's a few months away or a few weeks away from amassing enough enriched uranium to make a nuclear weapon.
Fucking wild, bro. 2012. 2012, that was given at the UN. So I want to be very clear. This is not different. And 1995. We'll check on that. Let me see if we can find that video. Decade-long warnings. Holy shit. He really is a villain. Like, it's just so wild that we have...
If not, stop.
All right. Oh, whoa. This one's a compilation. Check this out. We'll see. It was always the case that Iran was... But it's like literally the same propaganda. It's propaganda that you guys keep falling for. I mean, let's be honest about it, right? Like that's what Republicans fell for. You guys found this necessary. How much do you guys think this cost? Because all Republicans are going to hear for the next few years, if you guys don't wake up, it's like we are just actually going to have... God, it's so wild, bro. Anyways, we'll see. We'll see with this video.
Stop. Iran could produce a nuclear weapon in a very short time. It could be a year. It could be within a few months. They have the wherewithal, the stored up, preserved knowledge to make a bomb very quickly.
What?
If they wanted to do it. Iran is so dangerous. Weeks away from it could be within a
Hold
few
on.
months. They have the wherewithal, the stored up, preserved. If they want Iran dangerous, the fissile arsenal.
Okay, maybe.
To do it.
All right.
Iran is so dangerous. Weeks away from having the fissile material for an entire arsenal of nuclear bombs. They're very close. They're 6 months away from being about 90% of having the enriched uranium for an atom bomb. Iran is gearing up to produce 25 bombs, atomic bombs a year, 250 bombs in a decade. Ladies and gentlemen, time is running out.
Iran will be capable of producing alone, without importing anything, nuclear bombs within 3 to 5 years.
If not stopped, Iran could produce.
Someone show that comp to Trump. He already fell for it. He doesn't give a fuck. It's actually how this... I can't believe his base has already found an excuse for this. Because originally, most of them I spoke with were against this. Or, I mean, I don't know if that's true, right? I don't know how many of his, like, who in his base supports this. The only thing that changed is Trump believed him, deadass. Yep. And the nuclear deal and, his first term. Why'd we... I would just, you know? Correct me if I'm wrong, but you're saying the propaganda is America fear-mongering its people? Yeah. Yeah. Correct. Correct. Right, K-Pax, yeah. Impeach for, yeah. A647. What's up, then? What's going on, friend? Welcome. I have no idea what that sound is. I don't know what I set up. Just got off work. Heck yeah. Well, welcome to. We're not at war yet, so we'll see. I heard people saying Israel has. How do we? I'll look at that claim. I'll see.
It's funny when I first.
Candace Owens made this claim. Okay, this is for educational purposes, you guys. Everything is opinion-based.
Like, well, why do you think there's such a strong relationship between the two countries then?
This is from March.
I think blackmail, and I think this is the reason why we don't get to open the Epstein files, we don't get to open the JFK files, and I think it's a form of gaslighting us to pretend that our special friend and ally isn't just I mean, and by the way, parking aside America, other countries too. You investigate anything. I mean, I'm investigating Brigitte Macron, and Israeli blackmail comes up in Morocco. Israeli blackmail comes up in. So to pretend that we don't know that Israel is involved in blackmail operations is foolish. And again,
I think all countries are probably involved in them.
They're all, and I think that they have been like they have gotten it down to a science. And there's no question in my mind that like sexual blackmail.
You see OC? No, I haven't, Leo.
And I don't know if that means these people don't know.
I believe it. I believe it, Schmal.
The girls are underage, and then it's like, haha, we've got you on tape, whatever it is. And we can even taking a look at the Diddy case. Blackmail. These blackmail, powerful blackmail operations are definitely operating. And
that's actual blackmail too.
Yeah, it's true blackmail. I mean, if you have hidden cameras and you're capturing people doing drugs and sleeping with underage people, so I think these are blackmail operations, and I think they've been going on for decades in America.
Speaking about Epstein, right? How do you know he's not just a Jewish guy?
Okay, I might pause because I don't know what Theo's gonna say. So. Pretty wild. What AOC? We're looking at AOC now. Oh shit. Hold on. All right. I'm sorry. I didn't look. The president's disastrous decision to bomb Iran without authorization is a grave violation of the Constitution and congressional war powers. He has impulsively risked launching a war that may, ensnare us for generation. Yeah. It is absolutely and clearly grounds for impeachment. Good. How am I not following? The fuck? I'm not on Twitter. Wow. She's right. She's right. She's so right. I need more people. Adam, thank you for the roses. I need more people to listen to AOC. I really fucking do. I don't know what this clip is yet, but we're gonna watch it because I'm sure she eats.
Thank you, everyone. First of all, first and foremost, I think we speak on behalf of so many people across this country, across the state of New York, but also across so many communities in the United States, and welcoming Mahmoud home to be here and to be reunited with his wife and his newborn son. Mahmoud Khalil was imprisoned for 104 days by this administration, by the
Same as Jen.
with no grounds and for political reasons. Because Mahmoud Khalil is an advocate for Palestinian human rights, he has been accused baselessly of horrific allegations simply because the Trump administration and our overall establishment disagrees with his political speech. This was a form, his detention by ICE, being taken from his home, as well as other advocates, Ms. Ozturk in Boston, Massachusetts, ripped off of the street, being taken is wrong. It is illegal. It is a violation of his First Amendment rights. It is an affront to every American, and we will not allow and we will continue to resist the politicization and the continued political persecution that ICE is engaged in. And so we welcome Mahmoud home. We will continue to support. I also want to thank the incredible work of CCR, the ACLU, IMEU, and many other advocacy organizations, the lawyers and organizers on the ground who have supported his family.
No. Listen, oh shit, someone just texted me that you can't hear it on Twitch. You couldn't hear anything? Oh my gosh. That's so wild.